Hello, 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 come in, how are you? Hello. It is Monday where you are, maybe it is Sunday where I am. I am still in London, I still have hair extensions. I have a jumper with a porridge stain on it. It's better to be upfront about these things, you know, instead of trying to hide them, I think. You know, if you meet a person and you have a porridge stain on your jumper, it is better to say, hello, I know I have a porridge stain on my jumper. I am sorry about it. I am mortified. I wish it was not the case. I rubbed it, but it didn't go away. I should really eat at the table instead of on the couch. But sure, look it, none of us is perfect. Also, my face is very shiny because I used this Nyod photo cream thing that's meant to make you more fabulous under the camera. It's not, I just look like I'm polished, not in a good way. Right, I have been working hard, working slowly, but putting the effort in. You know, it's nice in a way to have no distractions here in this here London, even though I do miss all of them. But I swear to God, I'm sorry to be like a broken record, I don't really have the energy for hijinks. Also, sad news from Ireland. Katie dog died. Katie is Tig's dog, and she was the loveliest dog. She was a boxer, and she was the first dog that helped me get over my fear of dogs, because I saw her when she was a puppy and she was so little and so vulnerable, and I could see the fear in her, and I thought, why would I be scared of this little sweet yoke who just wants to be loved? And she was so lovely to Teddy and Hannah, like you know, she loved them. And like, I'm really worried about Tedzer, because Tedzer thought he was a dog. Like, Teddy thinks that Katie and Bubs are his siblings, and so I hope he's okay, you know. Hannah will be grand, because Hannah is resilient and Hannah just loves life and everything is grand. So so yeah, I am still feeling very tired and very fat, and I wanted to talk to you about how hard it is to be a woman in this thin-centric society. There are people I like, but every time I see them, they weigh me with their eyes. And if I have gone up, which is usual, I don't know, I see sort of sorrow and glee in them. Now, these are not bad people, they are lovely people, but we have all internalized this shite so much. And then if I lose an ounce, I am lavished with praise. And it's just, it's fucking horrible, do you know? Like, it makes me, like, I mean, they're in Ireland, so I don't have to see them at the moment. But you know what I mean? And you know the way, like, I love to go on Zoe and all. I feel too heavy-set and stout to be pestering her, because I just feel like I'm too hefty and stuff to be out in the world. And like, the thing is, you know, I'm a decent person. Like, I think I'm a good person. You know, I try and be good, and you know, I think there is a lot of good in me. And yet, the scorn that would be poured on me if I had a stomach or thighs that were visible, that weren't the last time I was on telly. Do you know, it's sort of bananas, isn't it? Because, like, I mean, there's sort of feck all really I can do about it. You know, like, I try, you know, I mean, I am very fond of the sweets, I will admit that. I mean, mea culpa and all of that. But I do try and do the exercisements and try and eat sensibly. But sure, look it, you know, this thing is bigger than all of us. And all we can do is talk about it. But yes, quite frankly, one of the reasons I don't want to be out at the moment is because I hate myself. You know, although I do have lovely hair, in fairness, if it wasn't for the hair, lads, Jesus, I don't know what I'd be doing. You know, yeah, it's hard, you know, it's very hard. You know, that kind of gap between knowing that I am well-intentioned and yet being judged as a weak failure, you know, a weak, revolting failure. There we are, I'm sorry, no, you're not getting the laughs now that you would normally get of a Monday with me. Well, anyway, Strictly, yes. Now, look, even though it's only Sunday, I do know who went because I went on the spoiler thing. Because I just did. I'm sorry. I am weak, as we know. Just look at me. I am weak and I crave excitement. And I have no patience. I do not believe in deferred gratification. Now, look, I will admit that I am glad that the person who went because they didn't seem to be enjoying themselves, and they just didn't. You know, like sometimes people are shite at the dancing. Of course they are. I mean, that is the whole point of it. And I mean, people are brung on every year specifically to be shite. You know, they have the sign saying, "Hello, I am the shite person. I will be put with Anton," or else they say, "Hello, I am the shite person. I will be put with the person who won last year because that's only fair because they're not allowed to win 2 years in a row." So, like, but if you are the shite person, you go, "Oh, look what I'm the shite person. We might as well try and entertain the peoples and take the cruel comments from the judges because it's all just panto." But you cannot be going around and saying, "Well, I wanted to slap the judge's face, actually, the cheeky little pup, but I had a good word with him. He's one of the lower orders. I put manners on that chap. He will not give me a 1 again." But he did. The world has gone mad. Anyway, yes, and I predict that Lee off a Blue will be in the dance-off every week until he is gone. He is not popular with the public. It's funny, isn't it? Isn't it? You see, I didn't see him in the Big Brothers, but I know people took a Ginham madly. I took a Ginham for boasting about knowing Elton John. I don't even believe him. But mostly the show has brought me so much happiness. And Zoe, 6:30 every day. It's just, you know, it's like an infusion of, I don't know, some happy drug that doesn't have awful consequences, that you don't take too many of them and then end up having to lie and go back to the doctor and say you lost your prescription. You know, it is a good happy thing rather than an addictive, awful, terrible, destructive happy thing. Yes, it is wonderful. Now I will show you books. Hold on. This is by somebody called Ben McIntyre, and it is called The Spy and the Traitor. Now, it is by a man, and you know I don't really read the books by the men's, and also it is non-fiction, which means that it is about the real life. It is about a Russian spy, a real Russian spy, who was a double agent. Yes, a real double agent. And it is so gripping. It's as gripping as a thrillery book. I love spy things. I love proper old school Cold War, Russian and the West sort of cat and mouse things. It is, I read loads. I only started it last night and I got up to page 66. That is a good number. He has written other books as well. He's some respected journalist type, you know. Anyway, Ben McIntyre, I think it is fantastic. John le Carre said the best true spy story I have ever read. And sure, he'd know. Now then, Will Dean. Do you know him? Have you read Dark Pines? Why haven't you read Dark Pines? Go and read Dark Pines. Dark Pines is his first book, and he is not Swedish. I think he is English. I'm fairly sure he's English. But he writes thrillery books. This is the second one, set in Sweden, in the ferocious cold, somewhere up north, like very up north, full of snow. Yeah, up there, full of snow, up there, and very cold, and it's just really atmospheric, and it's in some small Swedish town that sounds so fabulously cold and grim. I loved the first book. This is the second book. This might even be better. Also, it contains licorice, lots of licorice. It's set mostly in a salted licorice factory. Salted licorice is lovely. It is. This one won't be out until January, I'm sorry. But you could go and read the first one if you haven't. And if you haven't, you have such a treat in store for you. And this one ended on such a cliffhanger, like we did find out in the last minute. But I really hope there will be more. Will Dean, will there be more? Please make there be more. Write more. Thank you. Obliged to you. So that is it, lads. So I am scribing away. I had a personal trainer thing on, was it Thursday? Christ, it was horrific. But you know, I did it. And I might do it again sometime. Maybe next summer. You know, it was wonderful. You know, regular exercise, that's the key to not being stout, so I'm told. So you know, I'm doing it. I hope you're well. October tomorrow, well, October today where you are. You know, this is our time, autumn lovers, this is our time. I hope you're well. I'm sorry for my fat rant. It's just that, you know, it's sad, it's unpleasant, it's uncomfortable. But anyway, sure, look at, aren't we grand? Haven't we hair? Some of us. Haven't we porridge stains? Haven't we porridge? Isn't that the main thing? A person with porridge can never complain. That's a good thing. I've made that my saying now. I'm a woman who has porridge. Goodbye. Thank you, goodbye.